G'day, my name is Connie Hego. I'm a flight instructor at HeliWest, which is one of the largest onshore operators in Western Australia. I work as a flight instructor, teaching students, and one of the first things we do when we get to work is check out the weather to see if the weather is suitable. So GenCot, there's going to be a bit of thunderstorms for today, so there might be an issue for flying with students. We'll go and get the files for the student that it's on my schedule today, and then we're going to have a pre-flight or daily inspection of the aircraft, make sure it's in good shape and nothing's wrong with it. The call sign of our machine here is Zulu Golf Yankee. We need to make sure that all the maintenance has been completed on this. Once we're happy with that, we're going to continue on into the hangar. Most students here are commercial pilots, meaning they're doing commercial license, which allows them to actually work as a pilot. For commercial license, 105 hours of pilot training, and you have to pass a series of exams, 7 in total. The exams that we do are quite time demanding. There's a lot of study to be done. And if you're doing a quick sort of full-time course, you can get it done in 3 to 4 months if you work hard. So it's called a pre-flight checklist, and it's a very systematic checklist. It needs to be followed for safety purposes. Checking the fuel. So we're doing the light switches, testing the warning lights are working in the aircraft. So that's done, we'll flick the battery off. We'll have a look at the fuel lines, make sure they're in good condition. The oil here, make sure there's enough oil in the reservoir. And the temperature stickers here that they haven't overheated on the gearbox. We're actually going to step onto the frame of the helicopter here and have a look for the rotor head, make sure all the nuts are tight and there's no sort of leaks around the covers where the oil is. On the back here, we're going to check the tail rotor, make sure there's no dings or dents on that, in good condition, and the rivets are there. Check the blades of the tail rotor, make sure they're in place and they're not damaged. At the rear, it's one of the most dangerous parts of the helicopter, which is the tail rotor. You'll get a pretty good haircut if you get anywhere near that thing. What you have here in a helicopter, you have 3 basic controls. You have the cyclic stick, you have the collective lever here, and then you have the pedals in front. If I move this cyclic stick, it's basically controlling the attitude and speed of the helicopter. So it goes forward, back, left, and right. If we move this collective lever up, what you can actually see is the blades moving up and down. It's actually increasing the angle, what we call pitch angle on blades. Basically, this is an up and down, so it controls the power of the helicopter, power output, but it also controls the height up and down. So if one helicopter to go up, we'll raise this lever up, and it will start climbing. The pedals is used to sort of keep the direction of the tail rotor. If you look at the back of the tail rotor here, push the left pedal and the nose of the helicopter will turn left. Pushing the right pedal, the nose will turn right. Alright, we're going to have a look at some of the instruments that are inside. You've got a altimeter, which will show you the height in hundreds of feet here. Vertical speed indicator will show us how fast we're climbing or descending in flight. This is your speed indicator, showing you how fast you're flying in knots of airspeed or miles per hour on the inner scale. And these are a power instrument to show you how much power you're using. Okay. I always wanted to fly. I was already interested in flying since I was a little kid. So I started when my dad first took me out to an oil rig when I was 10 years old. And I've always wanted to fly. I started researching after high school to see, if it was possible to do. What I ended up doing is saving up a bit of money and moved to America to start my flight training. When I started, I researched both the civil side or the military side. I've had an interview with the military, but I decided to go the civil route. There's chopper coming in behind us. For my career, I'm happy with the company I'm working for now. It allows me to do a variety of things. Sort of what I'm probably end up doing is a bit of offshore flying because it's a good way of building your experience.